In this video, we're going to take a look at some questions involving sharing ratios, the timestamps for which I've put down in the description. So for our first question, we have Jerry and Nick share some money in the ratio of 6 to 11. Jerry gets £300. We need to work out how much money Nick gets. So I'm going to start off by looking at the ratio. Jerry to Nick is in the ratio of 6 to 11. So we're told in the question that Jerry gets £300. So what we can do now is create an equivalent ratio. So we can put this 300 in the parts for Jerry, and now we want to find an equivalent ratio. So how have we got from 6 to 300? Well, to figure that out, we can do it back to front. To figure out what we've multiplied by 6 to get to 300, we can simply do 300 divided by 6, which gives us 50. So to get from 6 to 300, we must have multiplied by 50. So to keep this ratio equivalent, I've got to do exactly the same for the parts for Nick. So we've got to take that 11 and also multiply that by 50. And if we do that, we get 550. So these two ratios are equivalent. The ratio of 300 to 550 will actually simplify to the ratio 6 to 11. But we actually have now the numbers of how much each person received. We knew that Jerry received £300, and we've just been able to calculate that Nick will get £550. Okay, looking at question B, we have John and Dave share £60 in the ratio of 2 to 3. Work out how much each of them got. So again, I'm going to rewrite the ratio down here. J to D, John to Dave in the ratio of 2 to 3. So again, for this question, I want to create an equivalent ratio. But that £60 isn't how much one of them received. It was how much they received in total. So what I'm going to do for this question is actually find the total parts. So we've got 2 parts for John, 3 parts for Dave, so the total parts would be 5. So in our equivalent ratio, this £60 that they share would be the total parts. Okay, so just like the last question, we want to see what we've done to get from the first ratio to the second one. So how have I got from 5 in the first ratio to 60? Well, we must have multiplied by 12. So because we've done that for the total parts, we now need to do that for the individual parts. So I need to multiply both parts for John and Dave by 12. So if I do 2 multiplied by 12, that's going to give me 24. And if I do 3 multiplied by 12, that's going to give me 36. So again, these two ratios are equivalent. The ratio of 24 to 36 will simplify to 2 to 3. But we've now got the actual amount that each person received. John receives £24 and Dave receives £36. Okay, let's take a look at a few more examples. So for question C, we have Fiona is making cookies. She mixes flour, butter and sugar in the ratio 7 to 3 to 1. Fiona uses 120 grams of butter. Work out how much flour and sugar Fiona uses. So I'm going to rewrite out my ratio. Flour, butter and sugar in the ratio of 7 to 3 to 1. And to help solve this question, again, I want to find an equivalent ratio. So we can see from our ratio, we've got 7 parts for flour, 3 parts for butter, and 1 part for sugar. We're told in the question, though, Fiona uses 120 grams of butter. So because this is how much butter she uses, this is what I'm going to put for parts for butter in my new ratio. So again, because the ratios are equivalent, we want to see what we've done to get from 3 to 120. Well, we must have multiplied by 40. So because I've multiplied that part by 40, I need to make sure I do the same to the others. So for the flour, we're going to do 7 multiplied by 40, and that's going to give us 280. And for sugar, if we do 1 multiplied by 40, that's going to give us 40. So again, these two ratios are equivalent. This 280 to 120 to 40 would simplify back to 7 to 3 to 1. But now we actually have the weights of each ingredient. So we were told that Fiona used 120 grams of butter, and we've been able to figure out she used 280 grams of flour and 40 grams of sugar. And finally, for question D, we have Alice and Stacey share some sweets in the ratio of 3 to 8. Stacey gets 35 more sweets than Alice. Work out how many sweets Alice gets. So just like the other questions, I'm going to rewrite the ratio, and I'm going to find another equivalent ratio using the information that I'm told in the question. So in this question, we're not told how many sweets an individual person receives, and we're not told how many sweets they receive in total. We're actually told that Stacey gets 35 more sweets than Alice. So to create my equivalent ratio here, I actually need to look and see how many more parts that Stacey receives than Alice. While looking at our ratio, we can see that Alice has 3 parts and Stacey has 8 parts. So in our ratio, we can see that Stacey has 5 more parts than Alice. And this is what we can now use to find our equivalent ratio. Because in our first ratio, Stacey has 5 more parts than Alice. In our equivalent ratio, we want Stacey to have 35 more parts than Alice, because then we know these will be the numbers for the actual sweets that they receive. So what have we done here? How have we got from 5 in the first ratio to 35 in the equivalent one? Well, we've multiplied by 7. So again, we want to keep everything equivalent. Because I've multiplied the difference by 7, I'm also going to multiply the individual parts by 7. So for Alice, if we do 3 multiplied by 7, that gives us 21. And for Stacey, if we do 8 multiplied by 7, that gives us 56. So we know these ratios are equivalent. 21 to 56 is equivalent to 3 to 8, but we can see now the difference of 35. We can see that 56 is 35 bigger than 21. So looking back at the question, we just needed to work out how many sweets that Alice gets. So Alice would get 21 sweets. So well done if you followed along with those questions. And that's it for this video. If you want to check out any other videos that are relevant to this one, then I've left some links for them down in the description, and I've also put a card in the top corner. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If there are any topics at all that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.